In today's episode, we not only built a fantastic looking new house for our Elvish village, but we also plan out, blow out and dig out a ginormous hole that will be the centerpiece of our Elvish Kingdom. Eventually, there is a lot of work to do still. Welcome back to the iCraft SMP server, where last time we have already started with some amazing progress on our Elvish village right here, and where today we will blow things up quite a bit. If all goes well, that is. I still want to work in this area, as we said last time, build a building here and there every episode to spice it up, that'll be awesome. But what I want to do today is start the actual main project for this season, which is an egg and a chip. Okay. No, which is this area right here. I think it is such a cool area. It is what actually made me decide to build here, and I haven't even started it because it's a big project, and it's a lot of pigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, sure. The plan for this area is a circular shape right here. Half circle, a big half circle that we will turn into a palace, and then in the center we will blow this all out down to bedrock. Yep, you heard me correctly. Now, of course, there are several ways to approach it. We could do it carefully, we could do it chaotically, but what I want to do is a mixture of both. I want to build a machine that will periodically and systematically drop TNT so that we will have a small hole on the top that'll grow wider in the... What? How did you get there? How in the world? My portal is up in this cave. How did this... Oh, you know what? I think if pigs get hit by a lightning strike in a thunderstorm, they turn into zombie pigmen. Is that not a thing? Yeah, this is what must have happened there. He distracted me. A small hole in the beginning, and then it'll gradually grow wider. Pretty much kind of similar to what we had in the previous season, the giant water base we had there. And once we have the hole, we will decide what to do with it. But let's start planning it out, which is already quite a task to begin with. After a few attempts of building a circle, I found one that works really well with our mountain range there. And with this circle center point figured out, we could lay out the smaller circle that we will blow up down until bedrock. Very good, let's have a look at it. It looks quite huge, but that is the plan. I built a full circle for now. Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted to do. I'm fine here, I promise. A full circle for now, since I'm not sure where we want to break it up. I think this circle will be a wide walkway and the palace will grow onto it naturally. How exactly we will do that, I am not sure. And this is not the plan for today's episode. The plan is this way smaller looking circle down there. This is the size I decided we want to have for our circle we will blow out down until bedrock. It's quite big already. So sadly, our wheat farm and pumpkin farm and all the other stuff farm needs to go. It's in the way. And while I replace these and get things ready, why not jump in a redstone testing world to see what kind of machine we can build to hopefully automate this as much as possible. And here we are. And it is. Look at the thing behind me. That simple construction is what I started with. Then it turned into this. Then it turned into that. And this eventually turned into this. And you might wonder, Virus, what in the world are you doing? What we have built here is an incremental counter. What I mean by this is that this whole contraption, its only purpose is to quick trigger dispensers back there, which will drop TNT. And with each run that they drop TNT, I want more TNT to be dropped every time. By doing this, I hope that the hole that we will blow up, I tested it here, my hope is that the hole will grow wider the further down we go. It didn't quite work with this test. There was water right around this spot right here, but I don't know, we'll test it again with a way more compacted version of this entire machine. I won't go into detail about it. My idea was we have 2 droppers that drop back and forth an item, and every time they do, we dispense a TNT, and then every time the TNT has been dispensed, we take an item out of the chest right here, add it to the droppers, so we have 1 item going back and forth, then we have 2, then we have 3, and we had to sync everything up so it matches to this and it matches to that and nothing gets a hiccup, and this. This is the final product. It is way more compact, way easier to build, and way easier to explain. We have a normal old hopper clock right here in the center, good old etho design. If I throw 3 items in here, 3 is the minimum amount we will need to get it started, the machine will start going. And this is what it is supposed to do. Whenever this piston extends, it will push up this observer, and when the machine is running, we will have this observer be in this spot right here. So this is our quick pulse now. That will trigger the dispenser, that will dispatch the TNT. We basically have a delay in between the times that we want the clock running. So whenever it is done, moving all the items from one side to the other, we will lock everything in place by powering these torches, which will power these 2, which means they won't do anything. And then in the back here we have a delay that we just have there, so that the TNT can explode before we dispatch the next patch, and then the machine resets, re-triggers, and as soon as we start filling items in here, then every time the machine is done, we will get an additional item. So right now we have 3, there you saw another one being pushed, and as soon as the machine is resetting, it is picked up by the hopper, and now we have 4 in there. And if we want to add more items, we can do this on both sides with these droppers, and you will see that was about 11 pulses, and the next one will be 13. So every time more TNT will be dispensed. It's doing exactly what we wanted. Now to test what this will do, I will make a bunch of copies of this world. We will find a decent spot that is flat, and then we will do a lot of blowing up. Okay, look behind me, the thing is ready. I took the output from our machine, moved it down to there. In the real world, we'll have to build the machine a lot closer, because this is not very smart, but it works for now. We have a lot of dispensers here. I hope these will be enough. I have 2 per spot where I want the TNT to drop, hoping that this way we'll have even more TNT flying about and exploding one another and creating a more chaotic circle, so to say. But I guess what we have to do now is prime all these, make a couple of world saves, and then just go for it. Okay, and okay. Here we should go. Yep, we, oh my goodness, this doesn't look good. Yeah, right. Something didn't go quite as planned there. Oh my lord, that was a lot more TNT than I thought it would be. Okay, let's start this again, and this time don't use the incrementation. Let's only go with 4 items in the hoppers, so a lot less ticks. How will that transfer to the whole thing? Why is it so much TNT? Okay, I think I know what we are doing wrong here. Because I'm having an observer clock and I'm observing this with more observers, we are actually doubling the signals. Because whenever this guy gives us 1 on signal and then an off, this guy will detect 2 state changes, 1 from off to on and then 1 from on to off. So we will turn 2 signals into 4 actually, pulses, not signals. So this is why I think we drop way too much TNT, which is kinda okay. I believe all we have to do is hitch the clock up to it later. So now we get 1 pulse. That should send a bunch of TNT out, okay. If the machine survives this at least, which it did, we can now hook up the clock. And still TNT is flying all over the place. Why exactly? Maybe this is another good idea. My goodness, this is madness. Whoa. Okay, final test here before we give up on this particular idea. What I've done here is fix the cave that we had down there with water. I think this is why some of the TNT was still bouncing back and destroying the machine. I would love to see this thing working at least once. Let's give it a final try. Okay, so as before, first, only a single pulse in order to create a clean layer down there and get some of the... Oh! Did you see the delayed explosion there? Interesting. Well, so far the machine is still alive. Let's see what happens next. I am very curious. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there goes the machine. Dang it. And there's still some water. Why is there always water? Right, let's turn the machine off because I think we have created enough damage down there. Oh my goodness. We learned some really important things actually, because look at the crater. It did absolutely not do what I created this entire machine for. It did not start out thin and then grow wider. Why aren't you stopping? There you go. This should be the last batches of TNT. Such a madness thing. What I wanted this to do is to start out rather thin, if you can call this thin. It's still a very big diameter, but then grow wider towards the lower it gets, the wider it gets basically. And I was hoping that if we drop more TNT, it would spread out more chaotically and create a larger crater, but all it did is blow out further upwards. So this whole idea, yeah, we'll still do this, just without the incremental thing. We will have one dispenser per TNT drop spot, and then we will just slowly and gradually drop our way down to Bedrock. This will also help me. I can stop the machine whenever I want when we encounter water, because water and lava did a lot to us. I think this entire batch here would be gone if it weren't for the water and the lava. I will save on a ton of TNT doing it this way. I hope we will still create enough destruction, but we will see. Let me build kind of this thing in the overworld, and then fingers crossed that we don't blow everything up as we did here. That would be so painful. Alrighty, the frame of the explosion machine is done and ready. Of course, all the dispensers are in place. The redstone is gonna be fairly easy, but what is not going to be easy? Filling the dispensers. I have got somewhere. Do I know? There we go. I've got 11 stacks of TNT, a bit of gunpowder, and a bit left. But we will need 37 stacks of TNT if we want 1 stack of TNT in each of the dispensers, which is what we do. And why are you here? Go away. I already checked in town. The TNT store is out of stock. I let Casper know, and Casper is out of sand, which is my problem too. So let's do something that I haven't done in the entirety of this season. Let's make a diamond spoon, and let's advance it to a netherite spoon. Then let us head into town, where there's Luke's shop, which has everything we need. Mending book, unbreaking book, and efficiency book. 2 diamonds, yeah, okay. I really need it. 1 diamond each, so cheap. I just complain. Luke has phenomenal prices, and Luke has mending, like a lot of. I don't understand. It's a lot. It's getting more. I don't understand it. Luckily, we have these tiny houses all over the place, and this anvil will do the trick. Then we have the perfect shovel to do a crazy amount of work. I am not looking forward to this. Alrighty, our spoon is about to break, but we have my entire inventory full of sand, a few stacks in this shulker box, and these 3 shulkers are all completely full with stacks of sand. Now I've been talking to Casper, as you can see. He's the one in charge of the TNT shop. He has a lot of sand as well, and if we throw our things together, he has all the TNT, the gunpowder we need to make all the TNT that I need, so let's meet up with him. Luckily his base is right next to ours, at least his starter base. He has a new base, which is a mixture of a fallout bunker and an aircraft carrying ship. It's pretty insane, but he said we'll meet here, because apparently here's everything he needs, and it's getting that time. I need to sleep. Remember this thing? We built that for him on a live stream. That was great fun. Bunker down to a secret elevator down to a secret bunker. That's the word. Hey Casper, how are you doing? Let's give him some sand. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. If I just toss it on the floor, he will love that. He actually seems to. Watching other people do work for you, it's quite nice. Alrighty, he's out of gunpowder, but I think I can maybe craft the final stack on my own. Then we have an entire shulker full of TNT plus what we have at home. How much does that make? Because he does sell this stuff, right? So I kinda doubt it's gonna come for free. Half price for all of it, 24 stacks of sand. Yeah, sure. If you don't want, then we can do... But I am very confused. You take sand from my shulker and tell me how many diamonds left. Basically, I make 6 stacks of TNT with 1 sand if you want to pay full price, or just give me 24 stacks of sand that would have to be used. Okay, 26 stacks. This should be 27, 1, 2, 3. So wait, what am I saying? 24, 20. I'll just start throwing sand at him. I'm sure that's a good practice. Like so. Now, how many diamonds? Okay, 30 dias. Perfect. 13. There you go. Thanks a lot. That was awesome. I'm gonna steal this shulker box, and he can keep this. Oh, even better. I can keep mine and get his as well. Thank you very, very much. That is awesome. We are prepped and ready now. It is done, prepped and ready. It is a lot simpler than what you have seen earlier on. Remember this crazy complex machinery that blew up itself? Yeah, I replaced it with a button and a lever. A button for slow clicks, click, and a lever for fast clicks. This is all it needed. Forget the machine, please. Now all I have left to do is to take these 2 shulker boxes full of TNT and put that stuff in there. And with 2 stacks left to spare, we are ready. And I don't see any reason to wait. Let me start the camera recording, and here we go. Out already? I mean, I have 2 stacks left, but that is not 37 stacks, which we would need to continue fueling them as we have them. But I mean, hey, let's have a look at what we have done here. And it's a whole lot, right? For some reason, this guy right there didn't want to fire, tried a couple of things, couldn't be too bothered with it. We are very lucky with our hole. In many ways, only 1 pocket of lava, only 1 tile of lava actually, no real water, but sadly no caves either. It would have looked really cool to hit a cave here, or maybe even a ravine. How far down did we... Wait a sec, there's a torch. Did we hit a cave here after? Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently so. And another cave over there. Okay, we can open these up. Make them really look like cave entrances. That should look great. You're just a glitch, right? Nope, you were actually a thing. But now comes the big question. How far down did we get? 17! Whoa, 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 that is good. That is great. We wanted to go down to Bedrock. We're 17 above it. And we have this to take care of. That is all right. That is quite good. Could actually use our final bits of TNT for a bit of a... Yeah, why not? Hey, don't you dare. Okay, I wasn't sure if he would. Get out of here. Ugh, this is boring. Let's see what else they have on TV. In today's documentary, one day in the life of a creeper. I just spawned here. Very nice cave. The outside world, I'm excited. A person already, I must leave a good impression on him. I am so excited that I feel I could burst. Oh my god, oh my... That was a creeper. That might have blown up all my stuff. That might have blown up all my stuff. Is netherite stuff blast protected? I didn't have that much netherite stuff though. I was thinking about making more netherite stuff. Oh, we might have lost a lot there. We might have lost a painful amount of tools there. Let's find out, let's find out, let's find out. Here we are. Here's the hole. Looks nice. Luckily, not all of the TNT went up. I don't see anything. Maybe it's just out of render distance? There's stuff. Okay, there's stuff. Can I get down there without dying from fall damage? Yeah. Okay, we're here. Okay, we got the elytra, but what? The shoes blew up? I thought netherite stuff was blast proof. And that is the one thing that definitely blew up. Well, that was painful. And we lost 3 shulker boxes. Ouch. Got the sword still. But all the pickaxes are gone. The picks are gone. The new shovel is gone. The axe is gone. All of them had mending. Oh my lord. And the 3 shulker boxes. Oh goodness. I don't think I ever lost this much in Minecraft at one point. And we also lost our bow. Can we ignite? Nope. No, we don't even have the means to ignite this. What's in you? Flint and steel. Okay. Okay. Does this work, please? Okay. I should have not done that. What if that would have been a disaster? I should not do this. This is prone to be a disaster. Help! Oh god, silverfish. Oh god, silverfish. I did not account for silverfish. I'm very poorly equipped. At least we can get out of here. Oh my goodness. This was a great success in many ways, because this is starting, like, it's very, very rough. We definitely will smooth this out, give it a proper shape, give it some proper defining lines and everything. But we have a giant hole almost down to Bedrock, which is what this entire part of this episode was supposed to be about. We also lost a crazy amount of stuff. In order for me to calm down now, I want to build another building, and I think I want to build the one right here. amazing progress. Oh my goodness. We are fully geared up again. Not everything is perfectly enchanted, but we have all the essentials back and 2 shulker boxes, which is a lot worse than what we had, but considering that we lost pretty much everything, it could be worse. Way worse actually. Especially when we look at what we have built here. Oh my goodness, I did not intend this thing to become this massive. It kind of just happened. I continued building onto it and I liked it more and more. I really love the little, I think you call these gazebos that we have up there now. We needed something to spice up the roof to break it up again, and I didn't want to do a garden again, so we have a gazebo on one side and this huge balcony on the other side. This house has a lot of balconies. There's a large one right here, and then when we come to the in-between area that leads to the beer garden, we have a tiny squeezy balcony right there, and we have another one that is pretty hidden right there. This house, this area, this place, it just looks exactly how I imagined it. I am super happy with it. Imagine in real life being in an area like this, being in a pub like this, sitting here, just looking around, enjoying a drink and some nice food. My goodness, it's fantastic. Let me show you the inside of it. Let's enter through the back door because I have separated all the rooms. I have prepared for that, but I haven't filled them with anything. They have no purpose just yet, so we don't know what is the bedroom, what is the living room, but we get a feel for how it would be to live here. We have a big area right here. It leads up, but there could be a sitting area here, maybe a dining area, but maybe that's too close to the people who are partying outside. So we have some more private rooms back here. This could be a bedroom. It's all tucked away and it looks out onto the really cool patio that this thing has. Is patio the right word? I believe so. We have a crossing room. I'm pretty sure that is not the correct word, but I called it that because it has doors on all sides and it leads in all directions. Another room back here, just a room. What do you want from me? And here we have this really cool patio that is kind of tucked inside the house. I like it a lot. Beneath this, we actually have a little working area, or let's call it a storage area. I just filled it with stuff, made it so that it looks like it is being used for something, and I think that works really, really well. Now I gotta run around the house again to get back inside. And then we can head upstairs, and oh, the upstairs. Oh, the upstairs. How? I have it very open, and I think I like this very, very much. We have a bunch of decks. There is a dedicated word for this that I forgot right now. I remembered it when I started recording, but now it's just gone. My brain is like, nope, not for you, not this word. It's okay. You can see what it is. You can imagine what it is supposed to be. I needed some sort of a railing right here, else it looked super weird. You could just fall down there because there's another stair leading up there and you would run into that direction without a railing. Definitely you would fall down there. And I didn't want to use fences again, so we used trapdoors, and once they were down, I thought like, why not overgrow them? And I think it works. I think it works. What definitely works are the balconies. I like them so much. This one is so super cozy. You have your privacy even though you're right next to the people partying, but I can't imagine them being able to see you. It is so nice. Right next to the big balcony with the small door, we have the very luxurious double door to the very tiny balcony. I don't know why it is like that. I didn't build that. I mean, I might have, but the really cool thing about this entire floor, in my opinion, are all these decks. They are so cool. You could have a bed on here. Actually, can you have a bed? Yeah, obviously a floating bed, because that's a theme we are going with now. Up here, you can look outside, and you even have, once again, your very own little balcony. I am so happy with this house. But wait, there is more. If we take the other stairs, go to the other deck, and visit the other balcony, then we're done with this part of the building, and I can show you the rooftop. As I said, we needed something to spice it up, and what we are going for here is this little gazebo. I'm not entirely sure if I want to put benches in here. It could make sense. Maybe we just leave it open. Maybe we put planter boxes in here. We'll come up with something, but you can look at the garden area. It makes this building look very cool from a distance, this entire gazebo thing, I mean. And it spices up the roof very, very well. Let's have a look at it from a distance. Both of these houses together now, they really feel like they belong together. And I like this. It could well be that one is the inn and the other is the house where the inn owner is actually living in. So with this being a super successful job, it is time to tackle the project that has killed me. Literally today. Well, not today, actually, 3 days ago. This took a crazy long time. Let's check out the hole that we blew up. I removed all the redstone stuff that we had on top of it so we can have a look at it. And I think what we have to do next in order to make this into something more than just a, I don't know, like a mess, a literal mess, is to first remove the center columns. The bad news is that my voice is done for today. A bunch of the dispensers did obviously not dispense their TNT, so we have a bunch of stuff, but it's not too bad. We can easily dig that out, and it means we actually have a bunch of TNT left. And since I'm a smart person, I learned from my mistakes. So when last time we threw down the TNT down there without any precautions, and we're like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then a creeper blew up and everything chain reaction and we lost all our stuff. Yeah, let's try that again. Why not? Oh, righty, now this is a view. As I thought, removing the central pillar, this did a lot in showing us how huge of a hole this actually is. And there are like 4 stacks of TNT down there waiting to be exploded. So yeah, let's not keep them waiting. I don't want to get too close to this madness, so I really hope that the replay mod will record this. Oh goodness. Very nice. That was quick. I wouldn't say it was painless, but it was quick. Oh yeah, and we hollowed it out quite a bit down here. Like we made it wider. Be careful. This is what I was kind of hoping for. Oh, it's just the silver. I am so jumpy. I am so incredibly jumpy. This is what I was hoping for the entire thing to happen. Gradually growing wider the further down we go with it. But hey, it's okay. It's just a lot of manual labor that we will have to do. Why are you so aggressive? What have I ever done to you other than blowing up your house, huh? But yeah, the entire time when placing down the TNT and when digging the central pillar out, I was so nervous. Was it smart for me to do this again without properly checking everything? No. Did it make for entertaining video? I hope so. Get out of here. So with this being done now, the next step is to actually shape these walls. That will be a big one. I'll get started on it and we will... These guys, like, what's your problem? You really don't like life, do you? I will get started on it. We will see how it goes and then we can decide how much of it we will do today before we get crazy. Yeah, I mean, hey, we are halfway there. It took me over 5 hours, but hey, it's halfway there, right? Imagine though if we finished it, but that would easily take me another 6 hours. How do I know? And why is there music starting? Well... Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Let's try that again. Look at this thing. This is so crazy. I never thought we would get this far today. I am absolutely blown away. I love how it looks. It is perfect. It is quite difficult to show you from different angles. I think flying around is about the best thing I can do other than using a camera account, but oh man, am I excited for this. What are we going to do with this? This question is easy to answer. We will take this entire ginormous free space and fill it with infinity fog. For those of you who don't know what that means, we will have layers and the layers of glass. I think you need about 11, and then it looks like not glass, but with every other layer of them being free, you really get it to look like there's actual fog, and the further down it is, the less you can see. That's how fog works. Thank you. I didn't have to explain that, did I? But it should look absolutely phenomenal, and we will do it in a way that I have not seen done before, because of course we want to try out something new, and that will be mixing different colors together. I think our main color will be green. We will have a giant emerald-ish crystal thing floating right here, and down there the fog will be like goo. It'll be flowing around and several colors will be mixing, twirling, swirling, and then they will be spiraling up towards and into the crystal, and further up we will have 4 beacons eventually, and that will be the heart of our base. Let me show you from further up. This walkway that we planned up here, I will lower it by a few blocks so that it aligns with the floor down there. You see over there, it is floating in midair. I want to lower it so that it's not that much of a gap between this mountain and the walkway. Then we can just bring the mountain up a bit. We also have to bring this guy up. It should look so phenomenal, especially once we can walk. Let's actually head over there. This will be around the height where you see the thing, and it is so incredibly cool. And once the fog is there, what really sticks out right now is the bedrock. But I think I want to leave it, because if we see it glimpsing through the fog, that should make it look all the more amazing. What I'm not entirely sure about is if we want to have a pillar coming up from the very center of it. I originally had that planned, but now that I see things, yeah, maybe. Let's actually try and find out. I think I have some glass here. 5 and 9. Oh, there you go, there you go. We actually have a bunch. Let me go ahead and just prepare a tiny section of what I want to do so we can check it out. Okay, I think this is good to demonstrate to you what I want this to look like. We have several layers of glass, one free layer in between, and that gives us this really cool fog looking effect. And this is just with gray glass. Imagine colored glass, and then imagine several colors overlapping, intertwining, mixing. We will have waterfalls of this foggy substance coming out of there, for example, and there, wherever I left these caves open. But what I also wanted to see is how high the... oh, wowee. Yeah, if we want this layer of fog, the higher we build it, the foggier it will get down below. And I want to just be able to barely see the bedrock. This is perfect. So we'll actually come up quite high. Oh, this entire cave here will be flooded with fog. I think that'll look cool though. This entire cave will be flooded with fog. If we check from here, okay, so we can stand here. Everything over there will be flooded with fog. I love it, but this is gonna be a crazy amount of glass we will need. Oh my goodness. But I think it is worth it. I think it will be absolutely worth it. Oh, and thinking about it, if we want beacons in the center, then yes, we do need a central column. Something like a spike, a stalagmite, I believe, coming up so we can hide our beacons in there. Yes, of course, yes, of course. But that is actually good because it means less glass. Let me know what you think. I kind of stuttered there. Okay. Let me know what you think of this entire thing down in the comments. I am so very happy with it. And don't forget, we also built, that was my last rocket for the time being. Can we make it? Just barely. We also built this crazy monstrosity of a beautiful house today. What a productive episode. It took me a crazy amount of time to get it done, but I think we have a lot to show for it. We have this circle in the sky, but if you know me, having circles in the sky that I don't do anything with immediately, don't worry about it. I'm sure some of the people on the server are panicking right now. I will work very, very hard in order to gather up, I don't know how much glass. It's gonna be a crazy amount. Let's try to stand on top of this and see if we can see the fog from up here. Yeah, you do get an idea for it. You don't really see it too well. But trust me, it's gonna be amazing. The plan for next time is to start it, see how far we can get with it, maybe build one or two more other hi animals, houses is what I wanted to say, but the animals spawn here like crazy, and chickens love laying eggs there. But with this, we will be out for today. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. I did. I loved everything we built today. I'm super happy with the progress. If you did as well, and if you want to help out the channel, you can hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more silly content like this, you can hit the subscribe button. This was your personal virus, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. No. Oh my god, it's not afraid. No. Me. If I throw 3 items in here, 3 is the minimum amount we will need to get it started, the machine will start going. And this is what it is supposed to do. Actually, no. What is it doing there, dang it? 37 stacks of TNT. If we want 1 stack in each of these dispensers. Let me think. What? Let me know what you think. I kind of stuttered there. Okay.